Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, one and all. Welcome back to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Man. Bright and sunny morning over here in Austin. Yeah, that's where we are as the Jamaica men's senior national team gets prepared to play their final game of the Copa America. You should know by now that having lost the first two games, uh, given other results, it is basically impossible for them to advance to the next round. All right. So hopefully and prayerfully, and we are being very optimistic that we can get a win today again. Well, not today, but on Sunday against Venezuela. Created a little bit of history in our third tournament. We actually scored our first goal. Mikel Antonio is the first player to score for Jamaica in Copa America football. Big up to Mick. Alright, but welcome to the channel. If you have not yet, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share. Sharing is caring. Alright, we also always take time out to pause and give thanks to the Most High, the one who made the heavens and the earth. There's a story, a scripture in a book called Habakkuk in the Bible 3, you understand me, 16 to around 19, when he was talking about nothing on the fig tree, nothing from the cattle, nothing from the olives. And then he says, even though all of those things are happening, he said, I will rejoice in the Lord. And that just reminds me to remind you that no matter what difficulty you're facing, no matter what battle you're fighting, you're more than a conqueror. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have faith. Keep on believing. Keep on believing. I will rejoice. Will yourself to rejoice in the midst of the dry times. It's actually kind of funny because when people are in their valley moments, meaning the down and depressing moments, it is when they lose faith in God because they don't think they should be there. But that is the time when you need to anchor your hope and your faith in the Most High, because He can lift you up and plant your feet on solid ground. Alright? So if you like the message, let me know. Big up to Fresh God. You understand me? And all the people. A lot of you watch the videos. Haven't done a live in a while. But don't worry. Next week sometime, you'll see we live and in true and living colors. That way we can get your feedback, your comments, and your reactions. Alright. So, what's going on right now? I'm here to speak to a couple of things. Number one, Mr. Shanon Sharp. Yeah. Recently he did his video and he spoke about, after the American trials, Olympic trials that is, and Sha'Carri Richardson, fantastic. Love Jamaica. We love her. Right, and she had the upper hand at the World Championships, but this is the Olympics, and as you know, Elaine Thompson Hero is now withdrawing completely. At first she was going to do the 100 and not the 200, right, back-to-back Olympic champion, but she has withdrawn totally because of injury, so we will not be seeing Elaine. And so I think Shanon Sharp was speaking about how excellent Sha'Carri Richardson was, and he kind of did this, she's going to those Jamaicans. And Stephen A. Smith was kind of saying, hey, Shanon, easy, and he would not listen. No, Shanon Sharp, but I will call him, for the purpose of this video, I will say Shanon Slow, because when it comes down to track and field, he's not sharp at all. He's dull. He's slow. Shanon dull. Shanon. Hey, I get confused with these names, alright? This is just warm up. Slowing down, not sprinting, just getting the start, like starting well. Shelley and Fraser Price and this is the preliminary round in the women's 100 meters at the Jamaica trials. She got out of the blocks and was leading, and she just slowed down at like 50 meters and jogged the rest of the race. You know what that is? What time she did? 10.98. Hold on. Sherika Jackson, similar. Came out of the block. in front of everybody, slow down. Almost walked to the finish line. 10.99. Sasha Lee Forbes, 11.03. Natasha Morrison, 11.12. Jodine Williams, 11.01. Tia Clayton, 11.02. Crystal Slowly, 11.12. Kemba Nelson, 11.16. Tina Clayton, 11.13. Alana Reed, 11.20. Shakori Wallace, 11.24. Ashanti Moore, 11.24. Janelle Williams, 11.23. And Brianna Williams, 11.25. Lani Teva Thomas, 11.27. And Nikisha Berger, 11.32. Those are all the qualifiers for the women's 100 meters. But if you look at Shelley and Fraser Price, and you look at Sherika Jackson, Shanon Sharp, ain't no going on. Jamaica winning the 100 meters for women at the Olympics. Mark my word. My channel is I Am Sure. And I am sure that we will have the gold medal in the women's 100 meters at the Olympics in Paris. Put that in your pipe, as Stephen A. Smith would tell you, and you can smoke it. We don't even want to get into the men, you know. In the men's race, Kishani Thompson, 9.82. Oblique Seville, 9.98. These guys jogging. Julian Ford, 10 flat. Raheem Ford, 10.02. Akeem Blake, 9.95. Brian Lavelle, 10.07. Ron Watson, 10.07. And I'm telling you, these guys were Sandra Davidson, 10 flat. These guys were just taking it easy. Sachin Dennis, 10.04. Listen, it's going to be fire. So be careful. Sir, be very careful. Alright, so Shanon Sharp, Shanon Dull, Shanon Slow when it comes on to track and field. You're great in the NFL, man. Great discussing basketball. Leave the track and field for I Am Sure Sports, okay? Alright, now let's get to the Copa America. USA lost to Panama 2-1. This is the first time you're hearing from me since Jamaica lost 3-1 to Ecuador. Tough defeat. I thought we had a not so good first half. I'd say a poor first half, but in the second half we dominated the game. In fact, this is the first game in almost a year where we have played a team that is ranked higher than us by far, and we came out with higher ball possession stats than they did. I think, again, and when I tell people that I have a serious issue with VAR, they don't believe me. Now, if you listen to the audio from the VAR officials were telling the referee that it was a penalty. So on the first call, watch this, on the first call that they got the penalty, they were telling the referee that it was a penalty. This is when Ecuador, if you listen to the audio, they were telling the referee it was a penalty, and he was insisting that it was not a penalty. He insisted that it was not a penalty, and somehow he kind of acquiesced to the VAR officials, and he awarded the penalty to Ecuador. I think that played a lot on his mind when he went for the decision concerning Jamaica, because the audio was similar. They were saying it is a penalty. It touches hand before it touches head, and he insisted that it did not, though he was looking at it, and they were saying yes, it touches hand before it listen to it. And I think because he felt like he was overruled on the first decision and he acquiesced to them to give them the penalty, he chose not to give the penalty on this one. Listen, VAR has done some good things, but the management of VAR and the decision making by the people who operate it sometimes leaves many questions. If we had gotten that penalty, I believe we would have scored. That's a 2-2 game. That third goal would not have scored. We had the momentum. That sucked the energy out of the team. And I know people are saying that the officials should be investigated. I'm not going there. Human error. But something is wrong because listen, in fact, if you watch the Mexico game, there was a similar call in the Mexico versus Venezuela game that was given as a penalty as in the Jamaica game. And it was not given. So what kind of inconsistency that is? But kudos to the team. I thought they had a very good second half and they deserved something out of the game. I mean, the support was good as well from the Jamaicans. Big up all the Jamaicans in Las Vegas who came out and supported the team. And the team is, I think the final game you'll see a more offensive type of a game from the team as they look to make the nation proud by getting a victory. I want to say big up to you, Thank you for the over 7,000 subscribers that we have. Again, I ask you, if you have not done so yet, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. You hear me? Hey, listen, and I must say, big up to the under-20 coaches. They listened to me. There's a midfielder that I told her that he was one of the best in the tier 2. Rashan Graham. I understand that they have called him up to the camp. People, a lot of things management saying, are giving you a lot of information. Who have ears, let him hear what management is saying. Shanon, slow. Shanon dull. Shanon sharp. Leave track and field alone. When it comes to this part of the show, you know what we say. We are over and we are OUT out of